Hey everybody, this is Mark the Game Shark here with my annual games I've beaten in 2020. So, I've beaten 50 games this year, which was cutting it really close. I was like, oh my god, I think I beat I forget when I beat the 50th game, but it was pretty close. I was like, man, I wasn't even sure I was going to make it. So, I was like, I can't beat 49 games. That's just stupid. It's like, oh, well, you could have had 50. That's like getting a silver medal in the fucking Olympics or some shit. So anyway, yeah, I beat 50 games this year, and I don't know how I'm going to do this for them. Probably the same as last year. I don't even know if I had video footage. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I don't know. Just play, see what happens. But yeah, I think the games that I talk about more, I'll probably show some like little video footage in the corner there. You know, that's what I always do. So yeah, so let's get started. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I know it's 50 games. Oh, what can you do? And it isn't even COVID's fault. Like, I've been fucking busy and watching movies and doing other shit, then playing video games. I'm actually surprised I even beat 50. I thought I was only going to beat 35 initially. But, you know, it is what it is. So, without further ado and less rambling, let's get started. So, the first game I beat on the Game Boy was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. I'm sorry I'm looking over here. This is where I have my list on the computer. So, normally I would have my phone, but I'm recording with my phone. That game is really fun. It's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, I guess. Yeah, is that what it's considered? It was a pretty cool game. Very short and sweet. I like those kind of games. Next up is SNES's TMNT 4 Turtles in Time. Now, I enjoyed this game, but I must say, I think Fall of the Foot Clan is slightly better than Turtles in Time. I still enjoy Turtles in Time. Like, they're basically the same exact game. Compare them side by side, but I don't know, there's something about Fall of the Foot Clan I really like. It might be the music, might be a little better, but I still enjoyed it. It was a fun game. So that was number 2 on the list. TMNT 4 Turtles in Time. Now, I don't have the game, actually. I think my friend Jay and I played it on RetroArch. But no. Oh, God, that was before COVID. No, we were still playing on the fucking Retron 5. So, yeah, my emulators on the Retron 5, we were playing that on. Next up is Bioshock on the PlayStation 3. This was Game of the Month, I think, for January 2020. Yeah. So I beat that. I didn't realize how long that game is. Holy shit. That game is so long. I was like, damn. Am I going to be able to beat this in time for this month? Luckily, I did. Next up is Crash Bandicoot on the original PlayStation. Did I spell Bandicoot wrong? That doesn't matter. So, yeah. Number 4. The old school Crash Bandicoot. My friend Jay and I, we decided to go through all the Crash games, so spoiler alert, we beat the first one. Next up, I beat Battle Arena Toshinden URA for the Sega Saturn. I didn't even know I was going to beat the game. I was just fucking around playing it, and I beat it. I was like, yay! I beat the 5th game. Number 6 was another Game Club's game. Spec Ops The Line on the 360. Now that game, holy fuck. That game is really good. There's some parts that are really fucking annoying. Mainly it's one of those games where, like, if you run out of ammo, you're basically fucked. Yeah, I hate those games. I hate those fucking games. It happens a couple times in the game where, like, basically, like, useless. They're like, oh, wow, what the fuck do I do now? So, you have to be very careful, like, and try and get as much headshots as possible. And there's some enemies that are really fucking annoying too. But the story was fantastic and pretty crazy, I might add. I was like, holy shit. So it's like, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you're looking for crazy twisting games, definitely play Spec Ops The Line. Definitely highly underrated too. Where are we? Then another Xbox 360 game, Murdered Soul Suspect. This game was fun. Towards the end, it was like, come on, really? Like, it was like same old song and dance. It was still enjoyable, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good game. I think it's for a PS4 as well. So it's like it spans like 2 generations of consoles. It was like 360 and PS3, and then PS4, and I think it's on Xbox One. I have no idea, but definitely check it out. Hidden gem, definitely hidden gem type of game. All right, next up, we got Skyforce on the PS4. This game was really good. It's I thought it was going to be really annoying because you had to continue playing the level over and over and over and over again. It's not that bad. Because the game is so much fun. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just playing the game and blasting the fuck out of people. So it's really fun. Skyforce is, yeah, definitely. I think I got that for free. It was a PS Plus game at some point. So I was like, let me try it. I like shooters. And yeah, it's a bullet hell, but it's like a reasonable bullet hell, I guess. Like, you get plenty of power-ups to end up beating the game. So yeah, so you like level up throughout the game, and you get more power-ups, and then the levels become easier because you're all like super powered up, as opposed to when you started the level. So yeah, definitely enjoyed that one. On number 9, we got What Remains of Edith Finch. This game was really fun. Like, I'm a sucker for those walking simulators, and this is a walking simulator, and I just enjoy the story. I think it's really unique and interesting. So I enjoyed it. It was a very good game. Short, unfortunately, but enjoyable nonetheless. So definitely check it out if you're a crazy person like me and enjoy walking simulators. Number 10 is Samurai Showdown on the Super Nintendo. I like it. I was just messing around and I ended up beating the game. I wasn't even planning on beating it. I was actually playing the Super Nintendo and the Genesis one at the same time, like trying to compare like the graphics and whatnot. And then I was like, oh, I got to the final boss on the Super Nintendo, and I just ended up beating it. So that was fun. I never beat it on the Super Nintendo. The next up is Dragon Spirit on the NES. Yeah, I love Dragon Spirit. It's one of my favorite game on the NES. Definitely highly underrated. I know my friend Chris Miller, he talks about the game as well and claiming it's a highly underrated game. And I agree. It's my favorite NES game. So I ended up beating that one. I can't remember if I beat the Blue Dragon or Gold Dragon. The Blue Dragon's on hard difficulty. The Gold Dragon is on easy difficulty. And you skip stages too if you're the Gold Dragon. Either way, it's always enjoyable to play that from time to time. Next up is Fighter's History Dynamite on the Neo Geo CD. This game has some goofy ass characters, but it's super enjoyable. Thank you again, Hoff, for sending that my way. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a little hard, but once I got used to the characters and like the moves and stuff, it wasn't that bad actually. Coming from someone that's really not good at fighting games. 13 is Gradius on the NES. This was another Game Club's game, so I ended up beating that. I was going to beat the Super Nintendo one as well. I got really far, but I just never went back to it. I got probably like 3/4 of the way, and then I died and ran out of continues, and I was like, alright, well, I'll go back to it later, and I never did. It seems to be what I always do. Where are we at here? 14. Let me scroll this up. Bill's Tomato Game for the Sega Genesis. That's like a weird puzzle game. It was originally on the Amiga, and then they ported it over to the Sega Genesis, which I don't even know if you can find copies of that game. I think they only made like 50 of them. And I just picked it up when I was perusing through Atari Age back in the day, and I was like, oh, let me try beating the game, and I ended up beating the game. There was some really challenging levels. Like there's like a mechanic where you can actually like make the tomato bounce by pressing like the A button or something, or holding up, which I had no idea. So you actually are forced to use those mechanics in the later levels, which I had no idea. I was like, what the heck? Why am I not beating this level? And then I realized that you have to use those alternate, like, move mechanics, which I thought was kind of stupid, to be honest. Because then it adds, like, another difficulty to the game, because you have to make sure you press the button at the right time, and then you have to, the clock is down, counting down, so you have to beat the level in a certain amount of time, and it's all crazy. But I'm glad I was able to beat it. My daughter and I both played it, so it was fun beating that with her. And next up, we got Virtual Cop 2 on the Sega Saturn. This game is fun. It's kind of cheesy. I mean, it's Virtual Cop. It's basically cheesy, but it's still fun nonetheless. And then 16, we beat the original Virtual Cop on the Sega Saturn. So, and then I ended up beating Virtual Fighter on the Sega Saturn, game number 17. So, a lot of virtual games from 15 to 17. And number 18 is The Monkey King, The Legend Begins on the Wii. It's like I guess a cute 'em up in a way. You're like a monkey, it's like a shooter game on the Wii. It was a fun game. Some parts were annoying, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't too bad. Then we have Jumper Griffin Story on the Wii coming in at game number 19. That game is also for the PS2, but I ended up just having it for the Wii. And I never even heard of the game, but it's actually pretty fun. And I definitely like, I like how you can like regain your health, like as you like, if you're like standing in place, which is nice, because some of the hit detection is kind of wonky, so I think that like makes up for it, which is nice. But yeah, the game was pretty good, very short too. Then game number 20, we got World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck on the Sega Genesis. So yeah, it was a fun game. I don't remember beating it. I thought it was it'd be Castle of Illusion. I think that was the other year. But yeah, I beat World of Illusion this year. So it's a fun game. Kind of similar like mechanics as Castle of Illusion. But yeah, it's still fun. And for game number 21, we got Ocean Commander on the Wii. Now this game is definitely like a hidden gem. It's a shooter, but it's really easy. It's like so fucking easy. But it's like not easy to the point where the game's boring, because the soundtrack rocks in that game. I wasn't expecting that at all, but it was a fun game. I enjoyed playing through that game. It's very short too. And game number 22 is Quackshot, starring Donald Duck on the Sega Genesis. I was just messing around playing that on when I was modding Fred's Sega Genesis Mini. I was just playing it, and I was like, oh, let me try to beat it. So my daughter and I, she was watching me play it, and we ended up beating it. So excited about that. Then for 23, we got Mario Kart on the Wii, which I never actually played until I rehooked up the Wii. So my daughter and I were playing that, and we ended up beating Mario Kart. And game number 24 is Celeste on the PC. That was a Game Club's Game of the Month game. That game was tough. Oh my god. That game got me so pissed off. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, come on. But yeah, that game, it was fun, but man, that was a tough one. But I enjoyed playing. I didn't get like the good ending, because you have to do some crazy stuff to find all the collectibles in the game. I was like, I just want to beat the game, which I did. And it's still fun. Which I actually didn't know till later that there was a bad ending. I thought you beat it. But yeah, if you're going to play Celeste, I would, if I knew that way back when, I would have tried my best to get all the collectibles. At least the easy ones. I just would run right through the game. I was like, fuck this. So definitely, yeah, if you're gonna play that, I would definitely go after the collectibles. I think they're apples, if I'm not mistaken. Then game number 25 is Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. My daughter and I were playing that because she was into the Mario, had a Mario Kart kick. So we were playing that together, and then coming up for game number 26 is Super Mario Kart on the SNES. I think that was the first time I ever beat that game. I would mess around with it, but I never tried to beat it. So that one's enjoyable. And then coming on at 27 is Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. Then on 28 we got Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back on the PlayStation 1. And 29, Turok the Dinosaur Hunter on N64. I wasn't going to actually beat that game because I just rage quit, and after playing it, after getting through I think the second boss, the game was just so annoying. It's and I couldn't barely see. The N64 graphics, I don't know if it's on my TV or what, I could not see anything. And I just was I'm done. I don't feel like playing this fucking game. I was gonna rage quit, but then my buddy Corey's just use the cheat codes. I was alright, so I used the cheat codes and I beat the game that way. So, whatever. At least I beat it. So I saw the credits, so I guess it counts. So coming in at 30 is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped on the PlayStation 1. So I don't know if I'm going to add any videos to any of these, me talking about this. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Then 31 is Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars on the Sega Master System. Yeah, I saw my buddy Austin do a Let's Play of it, and I was oh, this game looks pretty cool. And it wasn't a long game, so I figured I'd give it a shot. So I ended up beating that game. Coming in at 32, we got God of War on the PlayStation 4. That game was pretty good. Some of the parts were really hard, as you can see from my previous live streams I've done. But that last part, whew, man, I was so pissed. I wanted to crack the controller in half. But thankfully I didn't, and I ended up beating it. I don't know, I might go back later on and try and get a platinum in it. Just go and explore and get all the rest of the stuff. We'll see. Coming in at 33 is Bare Knuckle on the Sega Genesis. It's Streets of Rage pretty much, but I was let me try Bare Knuckle. I don't think it's any different than the original Streets of Rage. I think that's the one that's actually the same. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Game number 34 is Little Big Planet on the PS3. My daughter and I were playing through that game, and she loves Little Big Planet now. I got her addicted to that. So coming at 35 is Little Big Planet 2 on the PlayStation 3. My daughter and I beat that as well. And 36 was Bare Knuckle 2 on the Sega Genesis. It's kind of neat trying to beat the Japanese versions of our US games. And then coming in at 37 was Bare Knuckle 3 on the Sega Genesis. Then 38 we got Little Big Planet Karting on the PS3. I'm surprised I never owned this game. I loved Little Big Planet, and I apparently didn't even know about the karting game until my daughter mentioned it. She's oh, do you have the karting game? I'm what are you talking about? She's yeah, there's a Little Big Planet Karting. And then just so happens we stopped by Next Level, and Nick ended up having a copy. So I was okay, I'll pick it up. It's a really fun game. It's a really good karting game. Actually, I would say it's probably up there with Mario Kart series. So it would be nice if they made a new one. That's the only karting game they ever made. It would be nice if they made one for the PS5 or 4 or whatever. But who knows. And coming out at 39, we got The Revenge of Shinobi on the Sega Genesis. And coming out at 40, we got, I think it was the only horror game I beat in October was Claire Extended Cut. That game was pretty creepy at some parts, but I had no idea what the story's about. Like, I tried to follow it, and I don't know, I'm still confused. I have no idea. So if anyone, like, wants to shed light on the story to that, let me know. Yeah, I have no idea. It was a fun game, but I had no idea what the hell was going on. 41 was it was a Game Club's game as Barbie on the NES. I don't know what knucklehead decided to pick that one, but that one won for Game of the Month. I think it was for I think that was for November, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. It was last year. So, coming at 42, we got Boogerman on the Sega Genesis. I don't know if I beat this back in the day, but I was like, you know what, this game, I haven't played this game in ages, so I fired up and I ended up beating it. So, it's a fun game. Takes a while to get used to, like, the controls and everything, but still an enjoyable game. The graphics are stunning, even to this day, I think. And no one talks about that game either. I think it's like I would consider it a hidden gem, to be honest. Then, coming in at 43, we got Shinobi on the Sega Master System. Let me scroll this up. Oh. And then 44, we got Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4. My daughter and I beat that game as well. And then 45, we got the Cyber Shinobi on the Sega Master System, which I didn't even know that was even a Shinobi game. But apparently was. That was a pain in the ass, too. Oh my gosh. And coming in at 46, we got Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master on the Sega Genesis. That's one of my favorite Shinobi games. My first game into the Shinobi series. It was actually my first Sega Genesis game, too, which I still have over there. And I love that game. From the graphics to the music, it's fantastic. So if you haven't played Shinobi 3, definitely check it out. Coming at 47, we got Revenge of the Ninja on the Sega CD. This game it's like a Dragon's Lair, where you have to, like, do a bunch of quick time events, and it's really enjoyable. I really liked it. So if you're into, like, those sort of games, definitely check it out. Then on 48, we got Jackal on the NES. I visited my buddy Jimbo in mid-December, and we ended up beating it in the live stream, which is good because last time we ended up dying at the final boss. So glad we were finally able to beat that game together. Then at 49, we got the Master Rider, Kamen Rider Zoe. Oh man, that's a mouthful, isn't it? On the Sega CD. That's another like quick time event. You're watching a video and you do a bunch of quick time events. That game is nightmare fuel. Like, if I played that when I was younger, holy shit. That's so fucking creepy. Like the alien guy, and I was like, it's like a Japanese type game. It's like, it's with corny acting. It's fun. It's a blast, but definitely nightmare fuel. It's like, oh my god, if I watched this like back in the day, I'd be like in an insane asylum or some shit. It's like, damn, it's crazy. But it's still a fun game to be. I don't even think I played it till last year. But it was really enjoyable. And then finally, game number 50 was Sonic CD on the Sega CD. I was not going to beat it because I got to like the final like level of the game, and like I got to the Dr. Robotnik and I just like got killed. I was like, oh my god. And they're just going through there's what was it, 2 or 3 levels? It's so annoying. Those levels are so fucking annoying. I forgot how annoying they were. But then I was like, you know what, let me beat it. I was like by myself, my girlfriend and daughter were out. I was like, let me try it, just try it. I beat him the first shot. I got to Dr. Robotnik, beat him the first try. I was like, oh, thank God, yes. Game number 50 done. So there you go, and then we have our next section, which is Rage Quit! So these are all the games I was like, fuck this game, I'm not beating it. Coming in at number 1, we got Red Faction on the PlayStation 2. Now, I don't know, could have probably done cheat codes and just went through the fucking game, but I got to I think I got halfway through the game. The game's long as shit. It's like fucking Half-Life. And the game's just ridiculous. They give you no resources, no ammo, and these guys just destroy you. And it's like, what the fuck? So I was like, I'm done. And then these guys, they have these laser beams and shit. And if they fucking kill you an instant, it's like, no, fuck this game. Number 2 is Tornado Outbreak on the PS3. That game was, oh my god. I got to the second to last level in that game. I'm so fucking pissed that I rage quit on it. But what can you do? The time limit just sucks. I don't know what else to say. They don't give you enough time to destroy the damn town. And you just, lose. And it's I couldn't do it. I was even looking at, a walkthrough, a video walkthrough. I tried to do exactly what he did, and I still kept fucking it up every time. I was like, I'm done with this game. Fuck this game. And then number 3 is Prey on the PS4. That game sucks. Oh my god, does that game suck. Stupidest game. The enemies are ridiculously stupid. And it's just so unfair. I was like, I'm done with this game. This game is stupid and fuck it. So yeah, I gave up on Prey. Fuck that game. I pray that no one has to play that game. Is what I really pray on. Jesus Christ. And then number 4 is Obscure the Aftermath on the Wii. Oh my god. The only way you can play this game is if you have a buddy that's good at video games. Because if you play single player, the second person's the stupid ass it's the computer player. And they fucking suck. And the thing that sucks is, if they die, guess what? You die as well. So, you basically get health, and guess who it goes to? The dumbass computer player, because she has 0 health. You can't heal yourself, and there's barely any resources to heal yourself. It's like, oh my god. I don't know, I think I got maybe a quarter, 30% into the game, and I was like, I'm done. Fuck this game. It sucks that it comes to that. It would be fine if, the computer player, had unlimited health and was helping you. That would have been fine. I would have been able to beat it. But no. They're stupid asses, and they fucking get hit through the enemies, and it just sucked. I would highly not recommend that game, because it's such a piece of shit. I only ended up repeating one game this year, which is Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi on the Sega Genesis. So there you go, guys. That's my list. I don't know if I'm going to edit anything. I don't think I talked enough about each game to actually put any video footage. I'll save when I edit the fucking video. But there you go, guys. All 50 games have been completed from last year. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what games you've completed or plan to complete this year or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw you guys' videos anyway, but if not, drop a link in the comments or let me know, hey, I did a video. Come check it out, and I'll take a look. So, hey guys, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time, this is Mark the Game Shark signing out. Have a good day.